Alrighty guys, so wee bit of a shop update for today. Had a bit of a messy day to run around trying to do a couple of things and find some things. Like I run out of weld through primer, and unfortunately the one I normally get, which is this one here, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says ideal for a weld through primer. And unfortunately a lot of the places here had no idea what I'm bloody talking about, but I went to the local automotive paint supplier and I found this one, but unfortunately it's bloody near double the price of that, but it's all I can find at the moment, because so I can carry on doing some of these bits and pieces and have some protection. Like I talked to some of the other guys that specialise with welding and welding gear and lots of stuff, and they had no bloody clue what I was talking about. One goes, "Oh God, why would you even use that for?" Like I, rang a few places to try and see if I could find it, and all the welding guys said, "Oh no, it'll just burn off and whatever." And I was like, "Well, automotive guys that are fixing cars put them between panels so that it doesn't rust. No, you're putting bare steel in there and you weld it in, and then all of a sudden you got oxidisation in between the steel, and at least that's something to stop it if you can't get back in there." But anyway, so in between trying to find that and doing other bits and pieces, the only other thing I've really got done is get a couple of coats of primer on these, and the sanding discs turned up. Whether they're any good or not, I don't really know. I threw one on there before and just had a bit of a clean up around there, so I can put some weld through on when I bug around and join all that on. And this is my fuel tank repair kit just turned up. So I haven't even opened this. All I've done is taken the address off it. So we'll open this up and have a look and see what's inside here. See if I can do this one-handed. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else coming now. Yeah, this is a kit. I don't even know where it's made. I'm not sure if it's an Australian made. So I don't even know if you guys can, in the States, can get anything like this. So it's auto fuel tank sealer kit. So I assume there's probably similar products like this in the States and the UK and wherever else you are watching. This is what I'm going to do to use to clean up the tank, because I just there's not a lot of these cars over here. Like if I was in the States, I'd just go get a fuel tank for probably a new tank for a Plymouth Fury, but it's just not quite so easy here. So let's have a look in here. So this is Rust Blast. So this is, I don't know, I'd have to read through the things, but you might better read that, can you? It's a powerful rust remover and etching. Minimises flash rust, leaves a zinc phosphorus coating, and blah 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 blah. So this is obviously the second step of the system. And I guess this is the first step, because this is the Aqua Clean industrial strength cleaner action, guaranteed pre-paint performance, non-corrosive, non-flammable, concentrate mix up to 10 times its volume. Oh yeah, so you obviously this is your wash you put through your tank. So obviously you got to somehow seal up all the exits and entries on the tank, and give that a couple of goes through. Some instructions in here, obviously. There's a bike fuel tank kit and a car fuel tank kit, so this is obviously just comes with the same instructions. So, dilute AquaClean 121 with hot water, pour mixture into tank, let tank soak, basically rotate it every now and again, oh yeah, it's basically you keep turning it around and turning it around, let it soak and do all its cleaning and shit, pour that out, then pour your second step in, and then the third step, which is this stuff here, gold standard tank sealer, impervious to ethanol blended fuels, flexus non-porous coating. So hopefully this will make the tank very non-rusty. Yeah, what else comes in there? Oh, it's like a pour thing you put on obviously in your paint can, so you don't spill it everywhere. A pair of gloves and the instructions. Yeah. So get the box right out and see if we can. So yeah, just give these guys a bit of a shot what it says on the box. So on this end, basically the same thing, I'm guessing. Yeah. So that's the kit that I got from my tank to clean that up and make it usable without putting crap all through my fuel and clogging up fuel filters and filling the carburetor full of shit and all the rest of it. So yeah, that's interesting. It gives you a bit of a look at that. First up, look at that. Right. So yeah, be interesting to see. I don't know whether I'll use this over the next couple of weeks or not, because I'll have to get in there and work out, make up some bits and pieces to seal the tank up, through the filler neck and through the tank sender and the other bits and pieces like return line and fuel line and all that sort of stuff. So I have to block all them up, and also go down here and have a look at the tank itself. Which way up's that? So you got to block all these up, but on the bottom side, if I can turn this over without. There's the odd dent in this, and I'm wondering when I figure out how to seal this all up, make something to seal it up. I'm halfway tempted. I don't know if it sounds like a good idea or not, because you can see it's got some pretty heavy damage there. I'm wondering if I can put a little bit of air pressure on it. I get it all sealed up, make it so like I can put a car valve in a piece of plate steel and seal it up through the fuel sender or something. Was my thoughts, and put a little bit of air pressure on it and heat that with my blowtorch, or I might even see if I can get a better one that's got some hot gas, and just put a little bit of air pressure, like a few psi, like maybe 5, 10. Whatever, and just put a little bit of pressure on it and see if I can heat that and see if I can get that to form back out and knock some of the worst of this damage out before I put this stuff through. Like I know you can't put huge pressure in a fuel tank, but I'm guessing that 5, 10, 15 psi is probably not going to hurt it, and if I can get enough heat into that, Like, you're probably not going to get it extremely cherry red, but if you've got enough heat into that, might be enough just to let it come back out, even if it's not all the way. I don't know what everybody's thoughts on that are. It was just a thought to try and get some of the dints out of it and tidy it up a bit before I clean it all up. Because I'll clean it up and paint it too. Whether I paint it black or silver or God knows. It's sort of least of my priorities at the moment, but that's what I put that tank kit for anyway. Get that sorted. So, yeah, I'll stop crapping on. I might actually just throw this video straight up on YouTube, just as the opening for this, and show you all about it. And at a later date, I'll do a when I get that tank done, we'll do a video then, obviously too, like everything else. So yeah, I think that's everything now. Those little sanding discs, a couple bags of them for $20 or $30. Hopefully they'll do the job for what I need. Yeah, and then and that fuel tank kit turned out today. So yeah, now I'll try and get into this bloody door, because I've been trying to get this all done all day, but just sort of had another one of those sort of silly messy days, running around trying to find things that the local hardware shop didn't bloody have that they normally do. I don't know how many shops I went to trying to find some weld through bloody primer. It's pretty much about every tool shop and sort of paint shop and hardware shop in the local area, I think. But anyway, so I'll get back to it, and these are about dry enough now. I reckon I could probably throw a top coat on and see what they turn out like. And yeah, I'll probably clean up these bottom ball joints, give them a bit of a once over with the wire wheel and degreasing, or wiping down some, not degrease it, with some wax and grease remover, and I'll give them a paint up as well. So at least they're done. I'm definitely going to have to press those pins out. I had a bit of a play the other day. Got Rachel to give me a hand and see if I could knock them out, but there's no way I'm going to do it here with a hammer and a decent punch. I'm going to have to press them out. From what I understand, you press the pin out, and then you it leaves the inner piece of the bush, the inner like sleeve, leaves that on the pin. So then you get the vice and you bash it, and that sort of loosens it up, and that comes off. And then you get a welder washer in the other piece. Put a few good tack welds in there, and you can press it out like that way. And then you got to put it back together again. So that'll be fun. So I don't know. I'll try and what I might do is drop them off to my guy down the road from work and get them to push them out, and then I'll piss around and weld a washer in there and see if I can get the other sleeves off them tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Wednesday. I'll drop them off to my mate, and then I'll pick them up on the way back through when we get this boot floor. And then I'll work at getting the bush off that out of the arm, and then I don't know, sometime during the week or weekend or next week I'll get them to give me a hand to push the bushes back in them. And hopefully I'll have the bushes back on these. I might just have to find a bit of pipe or something that I can stick over this so I can push the bush in. Probably better to do them with a vice maybe, I'm not sure. But anyway, I might better push them in at the same time and get these on and get the front spindles and everything in. Alrighty guys, I've been talking for almost 15 minutes, so I'll catch you later on. Cheers.